This video is to show you how to assemble the Dissembler Utility Marker Pro or Standard. When you receive it, it will come in a box. Inside the box will be several boxes. You take them out. These some accessories, a charger, bag of accessories including your hotspot and SD cards. Come with two cameras, one standard and one that's a 12mm, so it'll be a more zoomed in shot. Utility marker sleeve, and a white 3-inch PVC tube. Set this stuff aside. We'll open these boxes. Now this, for the purpose of demonstration, there's no packing material in the box, but when you receive these, there should be bubble wrap around this to protect it. This is the battery supply. The battery supply will go in the white PVC tube, closest to where the retaining bolts are. All you do is put it in the tube. It just sets in there like that. So that's how that goes in. We'll set that aside. Do not let it fall. It's very heavy. I'm going to open up the second box. Okay, this box contains the camera chassis. Camera goes in the upper portion, slides in. Where the Velcro is where your hotspot will go. You put that on with the charging port facing downward. There's also some USB wires attached. They might be unplugged to fit into the box. The wire that's permanently attached to the chassis plugs into the bottom USB port. That actually will power the camera. The other wire will power the hotspot. That's what that looks like when that's plugged in. Next thing you'll do is pull out a camera. I'm going to pull out the 12mm, which is ready to go. You notice that there's a mount that normally goes on the bottom here. It's been taken off and the screw put back in. That's important. When you set up your wide angle, you'll need to remove the base and put the screw in like this one. If you want to use an SD card, you would put that in the camera at this point. Once that's in there, take the camera to the front, just place the camera in there, it slides in, and then plug the wire in the back. Like so. Now on the back here, there is a screw, adjustable screw mount, which will allow the camera to move forward if necessary. Reason for that is different size lenses stick out the front. This is just the 25mm sticks out a little bit, so you would adjust how far the camera gets pushed or put back, so it doesn't rub the inside of the tube when we put it in. So now we have the camera in there and the hotspot. The set screws here, they will go into here once it's put into the tube. So now at this point, what I would suggest doing, take the battery, plug it into the camera unit. You'll notice the red light come on the front of the camera and the hotspot will light up. Now the hotspot lit up, but it's not on. To turn it on, you need to hold the button down for about 5 seconds.
to connect.
The hotspot will start coming on. You heard the camera say ready to connect. That's when you would use the instructions provided with your camera, download the Wise app, and set up the camera, connecting it to the hotspot. Assuming that you had already put a SIM card in here that you had purchased through T-Mobile, so you'll be able to use the hotspot.
Ready to connect.
Okay, so once you have the camera set up, you'll be ready to put it into the camera system. Just the front, this is where the camera will be looking out of. You're gonna drop that wire in there, feed it through the bottom. With the camera lens pointing through the sticker. You're gonna place that on there like that. You have the lead wire coming out the base. And then on the front here will be a hole, and line it up with the threads on the inside, and take the screws that they'll either be in the box with the camera chassis or already screwed in. And I suggest just putting them in by hand. You don't want to tighten them up too tight. Just snug. Purpose is just to hold the top in place. So now that's together, it's attached, the camera's looking through the hole. So that's ready. So the second part, to get this together, you're going to take these screws out of the white PVC. There's two of them, one on each side. And you'll notice it says, on the front it says cam, pointing up. So you know how to line up the utility marker when you put it on. So this is where the camera is. You want to plug in the wire. Take the excess wire, push it up into the tube. If you don't want to push it up into the tube, there's a space between the battery and the white PVC. Right there, you can tuck the wire in there. Because it's tall, two people would be helpful. So you take out slack of the wire because you don't want the wire binding up between the battery and the sleeve. So I'm going to pull this excess out and slide the tube on. There we go. Then put in your set screws into the through the orange sleeve into the white tube. Same thing, just hand tight. Don't torque on it, otherwise you could break it. And there's 2 screws, one on each side. You might have to pinch the orange sleeve to get the hole to line up. Okay, once that's attached, make sure your hotspot is on.
Ready to connect.
It's still saying ready to connect, but if you have set it up with Y's, it will no longer say that and it will be live. This has not been set up. You want to slide that into the tube, line up the hole, put the set screw in. Same thing, I'm not using the power tool, I'm just spinning it, put the screws in. You don't want to use a lot of power on those.
Ready to connect.
Okay. So the camera's in place, camera's in the tube. And if you set up the Wise app correctly, you'll be able to see the image through your app. And now this is one piece, solid piece, it's all connected. And you would just go deploy it. Making it easier would be using the ground pipe mount, which you would dig a screw into the ground, and the white PVC tube would slide down on top of it. Comes with some stickers if you want to put those on the tube or not. It also comes with a mount for a Bluetooth AirTag that can be placed inside the white tube or orange tube using Velcro. And it also comes with a charger with an adapter for the battery to be able to charge it. When the charger is plugged in the wall, there'll be a green light. And when you plug in the battery, if it needs a charge, it will turn red. Once the battery's charged, the light will turn green on the charger. And that concludes the video. If you have any questions, let us know.